How's your transition gone from playing further back as a defender to closer to the line?
It definitely feels like I'm just back at home now, like back where I'm supposed to be, so it feels really comfortable playing.
What was the biggest adjustment in getting to where you are at this position?
Honestly, like I played it my freshman year, so it was really just getting back into the groove of things, getting back to the physicality, being back closer to the ball, switching fronts, movement, stuff like that, kind of just getting back into that mode, but it didn't take long.
Is there a mindset or a certain technique that's different that you kind of got to switch over to for that?
Maybe just your mindset. Your mindset's just more physical because you're going head on head against somebody every play. When I was playing in the back end, there were some plays where you don't take off, but like there's some plays where you're not physically involved. So I'd say from that standpoint, just getting my body back in that condition.
It's like tangling with the Nebraska's tackles and tight ends.
Oh yeah, they're physical. They're physical. They can block well too. So they've been great to work against. We've been giving each other great work this whole camp.
Is there anyone in particular that's been like, yeah, that guy's that can really bring it?
Yeah, Pritch has strong hands. Lindenmeyer has really strong hands too, blocking that tight end.
How tight is that group of jacks? Smaller group of
Mm-hmm.
guys, but just have you grown to be close knit with them?
Yeah, we're really close. As a room with like 5, 6 dudes, you got no other choice but to be really close. And with me being the oldest guy in the room, I feel like it's my responsibility to make sure that we're held to that standard of, this might not be a position room of 15, 20 guys, but, the guys in here, we're held to the standard of we all playing like starters.
Coach Simpson was kind of impressed by your maturity and just the way you came in. I guess just what's that relationship been like? And then also just, how are you kind of being a leader in that room?
Coach Simpson, I've said this a bunch of times, he's the perfect coach I needed for my last year, just believing in me and really letting me go out there and play in my game. And he's really a relationship type of guy. So, I couldn't ask for a better coach going into my last season. It's been great.
What do you appreciate guys like Jameer and Jalen who came from, FCS programs and just what they've brought to the culture?
I think it might be universal, but everywhere I've been at, I feel like those guys just come in with a different mindset and mentality when it comes to working. They don't want anything handed to them. Guys like Jalen and guys like Jameer, they came in here and they were working. Jameer wasn't lying about that indoor. He posts himself in there at 10 o'clock at night sometimes, just in there working on his stuff. So I'd say their mindset is different.
With this being your last season, what kind of goals have you set for yourself this year?
Man, I don't even want to say my personal goals, but as a team, I want to go out there and win every single game. So I know that's my goal, is to go undefeated. So, yes, sir.
What does it mean for you to go back to Kansas City for game one?
It's huge. Honestly, it means a lot just to be able to, for my last year, to be able to play my season opener in KC against Cincinnati, where I was born. So, just both of those places, it's going to be huge. I have a lot of people coming.
Coach Rules talked about wanting to get multiple jacks on the field at the same time. Has that been a difficult adjustment, or how's that look so far?
It's looked really good. We've done it. We've done it a couple times. Last week we put the looks out there. It looks really well. Honestly, we just got to be on point with our assignments. Not making any mental errors out there. So that's really just the part learning the other end. So so we could both be in there at the same time because we have pass rush ability in that room. A lot of it.
How's that look like for Willis and Jordan, just learning, a new role as where
They've picked up really well, especially Jordan being a real young dude. He's picked up really well in the system. He's really physical. He can really rush the passer too. Same with Willis. Willis is a guy who's had game experience. So, my expectations, for me and him is we need to both be like starters. There should be no mental errors from us. We got to be on point.
What does your coach mean when he says like be water? What does that mean to you?
When he says be water, that really just means you keep it level-headed to me. You know what I mean? Never get too high, never get too low. Just keep it level-headed.
Is that something you had ever heard before?
Not water, but I've heard it in like different phrases, so I definitely got the point he was trying to get across for sure.
You've been to some other schools in your college career. What is it about Nebraska coaches, resources that has helped you maybe grow as a player since you've been here?
I would definitely say the resources. Just they got everything you could ask for here from a recovery standpoint. From I'd say with my relationship with my position coach here has brought my game to a different level because I can go to him for anything. Personal life, it feels like a real family in that room and just a facility in general.
You have a lot of memories, or many memories of Arrowhead from your dad's time coaching there?
A lot, yeah, definitely a lot. the AFC championship games, all that. I mean, I was there for every single home game in Arrowhead, so it's going to be a surreal feeling being able to play there next week.
Do you like identify with that like Kansas City brand of football, whether it's from the Chiefs or from high school ranks or anything at all that's like part of your football DNA?
I'd say so. I'd say just from being around it a lot. You know, when they were in training camp, I was up there every day watching them have training camp when I was just in high school. So that rubs off on you too. And you got your dad coming home spilling the same messages that they're spilling in the team meeting and position meetings. It's hard to not, have that be a little bit a part of you if you're paying attention.
Anything else?
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.